You want a ticket? Fine. You get a ticket. TL. Dear, it's not the juiciest story, but it makes me smile. First, a little background. I work at a big online company that does lead generation for real estate. And prior to COVID, I was working on our tech support team. But for one reason or another, not relevant to this post, they decided to move me and my teammates to the success team. A similar job but less tech. Why? This happened on March 16th, the day we became work from home. Now, I realized pretty early on that I was never actually removed from any of the support roles access. I could still view things I shouldn't. Like, say how many tickets they had open. In my day, we would finish all of our tickets in a day. To the point where we would watch Netflix and fight over inbound calls. At this time they had over 3,000 open tickets. I am a very nice person. Very customer-oriented. So instead of adding to the ticket queue and making the customer wait a month or two for an answer, if they'd called into the success team, I would try to resolve their issue now if I could, instead of sending them to the support team like I was technically supposed to for tech support. But not this customer. This customer called in screaming. And I am good with de-escalation. I tried to explain that I could help if Shed let me. I tried to explain that I used to be part of the tech team. Heck, I even tried giving her their phone number because that is a faster way of getting help. But no. She just kept screaming at me to put a ticket in for her because she is having notification issues. And she needs a ticket put in because her notifications aren't working. Literally broken record style. Why she couldn't put the ticket in herself, I have no idea. But you know what, ma'am? Sure. Absolutely. There you go. I just put that ticket in and I am sure the tech team will get to it as soon as they can. They were 6 weeks behind in answering tickets at that point. I have no idea what happened beyond that, since it is a fairly big company. But I am sure she called and screamed at someone else when the ticket wasn't answered right away. Still made me laugh though, because her issue was a fairly easy one to fix that I could actually have fixed for her in about 5 minutes if she'd have let me. But instead, I did what she asked, and put in a ticket. The irate Karen. A fickle lot, prone to hitherto unknown levels of stupidity that cause 90% of their own problems. See, I thought this was a traffic ticket situation. But this is just as delicious. I have my own MC regarding citations. I'm a school bus driver. And when a student misbehaves, we give them a bus citation. Call their parents. Lecture. Lesson learned, we hope. I don't actually like to write them. I prefer to work with the student directly on their behavior. Well, I gave one last week. The student was all over the place in the most unsafe of manners. I actually just warned them I would write them up, but they demanded I write one. So I did just that. Called the parents. The whole 9 yards. And even assigned him his own seat to the end of the school year. They're a little more compliant now. That was the easy one. A few years ago, a group of recalcitrant older kids were making a ruckus in the back of the bus. Standard action. Brakes locked. Engine off. Keys in hand. Make the threat. Of course. One of the leaders takes me on and asks for their citation. I give them their due. Call the parents. Etc. The very next day, the school principal boards the bus with the student and says I should assign them their very own seat in the frontmost seat. So I do. The student was livid but took it and actually improved a bit over the remainder of the school year. I love my job. Edit. Removed identifying marks. LPT. Never get in the way of someone intent on slapping themselves. Well played. Hopefully her ticket got lost amongst all the other ones and she had to wait longer. Like, seriously, who does this? If you call your comm support and the tech offers to fix it right away versus putting in a ticket, that is like the golden ticket. Some people. Also, how'd they possibly fall behind by 6 weeks when the team used to be ahead of its work? Simple and sweet. 10 out of 10. Was it something she needed fixed so she could work? If so, that's why. I can't do anything until this gets fixed. No. Take your time. Weeks, you say? Oh, dear. Guess I'll catch up on my napping then.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.